Hey everyone, welcome back to Make Do with Mrs. Murphy. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at these three creatures in our continuing comparison video series that we're recording for your viewing pleasure. And so here we'll take a look at change the feature, change the creature. So here we have monkey ears, going with a monkey format for Randall here. And so that one was like the letter D when you cut it out on the fold. But then going to this creature here with a sweet little ladybug that needs to be the ear shape, it becomes more circular of an ear shape. And then on this one, where we have the shark chomping out of the water, it was more of a triangle format, just said that needs to be the ears. So they slid more towards the top of the head placement than the side of the head where we put the monkey ears, and that just go with it, you know? Change the feature, change the creature. And so then looking at the eyes. Here, Randall got some super fancy eyes from the Visionaries gift shop. These are ornaments. And then stitched them with that small needle and thread so the stitches disappear in that case. And you can just enjoy the ornamental quality. Well here, the print themselves on the sock, chicken and waffles. And then with the contrast to the blue of the nose, really let this pop in such a way that buttons, you know, would just interfere. So just let it be. And it was just perfectly done like that. Then on this one, I added a few extra stitches to further imply eyelashes for the side there. And then while the needle or the yarn and thread was still attached, I traveled through to the nose in order to make the dimples for like a piggy nose. So that one's more piggy bear, this one maybe more dog-like. But each of them, all three of these muzzles, are the toe of the sock, which then leaves that little seam that's on the top of the toe of a sock becomes kind of a silent smile that I see that implied in my work a lot of times. As we transition down the body, looking at the stitches now, okay? On the arms here, this one really stands out with the eyelash yarn showing contrast. Here, the yarn used is a regular 4-ply yarn and it's variegated, so it changes color in small increments. They're about maybe, you know, anywhere from an inch to this section is 4 inches of a color, then there's 2 inches of a color, so that color changes throughout. And on this one, the stitches then are black 4-ply so that it just kind of frames. Then the stitches are kind of quieter in the overall piece. Here the stitches are a lot louder, so to speak. And traveling down the body here, I noticed the body overall. So these two happen to be men's crew size socks that were made, and this is, I think, a ladies' crew. And so you notice the difference in proportion. They're all sitting at the same place in terms of in space here. So we have this one was very much taller and longer legs here from using that height, whereas this one has a shorter body overall, being that shorter sock. Just something to notice and keep in mind with your preferences as you're selecting socks. Also, when you go to cut the toes, these ones I did not cut to round any shaping, so that has a rather rectangular kind of toe. And then jumping across to this one, this was a very rounded toe where we trim it before we start sewing. And then this one was kind of in between. So here it is in between. So it's a gradual transition, but that's something that you choose when you go to make your sock monkey. Do you want it square or rounded or in between? This monkey has some accessories, which we've talked about in the accessories video that you saw, I hope. This is a hair tie made from super fun fibers. There's a whole bunch of fibers tied onto a hair elastic, and then hooked on the ear. It just wanted to have it. And then but dear sweet friend of mine braided this for me. So he's got fancy hair and he just wears that all the time. And there's also this sweet little garter belt that's another hair tie. So there's fun. You can have fun accessorizing your monkey. Don't forget that. So thanks for watching. Hope you check out the other videos. Click subscribe and like those videos. I really appreciate all your support. I love you. Have a great day.